Hey everyone, welcome to our World War I series. In today's video, we're diving into what caused this massive war that changed the world forever. World War I wasn't just about one thing, it was a mix of many different factors that all came together like a perfect storm. Let's break it down! First up, we have the alliance system. Imagine a big group of friends where everyone promises to back each other up if there's trouble. That's what was happening in Europe. Two big groups formed. The Triple Alliance, which was Germany, Austria-Hungary, and Italy, and the Triple Entente made up of France, Russia, and Britain. These alliances were supposed to keep peace by making countries think twice before starting a fight. But in reality, it meant that if one country got into a conflict, everyone else could get dragged in too. So the stage was set for a big mess. Next, let's talk about nationalism. This is basically when people feel super proud of their country and believe it's better than others. Back then, many countries in Europe were buzzing with nationalism. Germany and Italy had recently become unified countries, and they were feeling strong and proud. But nationalism also caused problems. In places like the Balkans, a region in Southeast Europe, different groups of people wanted to break away from big empires like Austria-Hungary to form their own nations. This caused a lot of tension, especially between Serbia and Austria-Hungary, and would eventually lead to something big and bad. Another piece of the puzzle is imperialism. European countries were racing to grab as much land as possible, especially in Africa and Asia. They wanted more land, resources, and power. This competition created lots of rivalry and jealousy between the big powers like Britain, France, and Germany. Germany, which had come late to the imperialism game, felt left out and wanted more colonies to prove it was just as powerful as the older empires. This struggle for global dominance added even more tension between the countries of Europe, making the situation even more explosive. Now let's look at militarism. This is when countries build up their armies and weapons because they believe having a strong military is the best way to protect themselves, and maybe even intimidate others. By the early 1900s, Europe was in an arms race. Countries were competing to have the biggest and most powerful military. Germany and Britain in particular were competing to have the best navy, building huge battleships and preparing for the possibility of war. This arms race made people more nervous and more likely to believe that war was coming, and that they needed to be ready for it. All these factors created a very tense situation in Europe, but the actual spark that started the war was the assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand of Austria-Hungary. On June 28, 1914, the Archduke was visiting Sarajevo, the capital of Bosnia, when he and his wife were shot and killed by Gavrilo Princip, a Serbian nationalist. Austria-Hungary blamed Serbia for the assassination and decided to take action. This set off a chain reaction. Austria-Hungary declared war on Serbia, and because of all the alliances, other countries started joining in. Russia came to Serbia's defense, Germany supported Austria-Hungary, and soon enough, most of Europe was at war. So, to sum it all up, World War I didn't start because of just one thing. It was a mix of alliances, nationalism, imperialism, militarism, and that final spark, the assassination of the Archduke. All these ingredients came together to create a conflict that would drag the entire world into war. Thanks for watching. In the next video, we'll explore how the war broke out in 1914 and the early battles that shaped the course of history. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss it. See you in the next episode.